EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Number 53. Mike 53. 66.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Mike 53. Hey, switch gears. Easy. Let's go.
On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 24. Hey, watch it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Check. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, alert 33.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pass the trap, Jarvis Landry. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Connor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Like 80.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Regular. Check. Lucky. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, an even 90 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert! 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 Check!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending...
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still, there he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
He's...
for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joe Hayden from his cornerback position on the sack that time. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Point it right.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
What? What'd I do? Nah, my homeboy. Yeah. He wanted that. He asked for that. Who I'm playing with next, y'all? Give me somebody to play with next. Dolphins, all right. I already beat them 60-something-0 with them. He talking. He want to play. We finna play again. Tennessee Titans. They said the Dolphins, the Jets, Tennessee Titans. He finna get Deshaun Watson. He finna get Deshaun Watson. All right, I'm live. No. No. What? He wanna play me. He be watching it live sometime. He be like, bro, I could beat you, bro. I'll be back. Ready, bro? Good. What you mean? It need to be cold. Shit. 90-degree weather. So, that's a good thing. You rather it be cold than hot. I promise you. Oh, you know. Shit. Yeah, you already know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, and I missed the field goal. Oh, no, I didn't.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Where's the set? 19. Check 52. Come on. So we got man. Shit. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Jim, go Jim. Hey, color. 6-6, pull it high.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yes, he did.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 76 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52 and 56, 52 and...
Balaj. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, baby. Check. That's 55.
Throwing again is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 24, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Parker, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Hyde, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you under pressure? And the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw,
he
Fitzpatrick into
kicked
double
it in.
coverage,
He
and
threw
it's
it.
intercepted.
And it said accurate.
Picked
It was
off
not.
by Tashawn Gibson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Miller.
Jump on that nigga butt.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
I can't get nothing else going.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That ball floated like
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running.
And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4
I couldn't get rid of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
That nigga got a slow ass.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass.
Block
That's
him.
complete.
Block him. There you go. Block him. Oh, first down.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Oh,
really?
look at
And he's
that.
going to go
Wide
down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Oh, look at
The
him.
pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
His windup is too. I gotta get rid of it. Look at all that he got to do to throw the ball.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here comes Carter. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's get the ball back, my guy. A pick would be nice right here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw again on 2nd down.
Oh, he sat down right there in the route. Oh,
he was looking for Parker that time. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
There we go.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw is Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Damn, this one sucks.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll sneak it with Fitzpatrick. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Don't get that, but okay. Safety coming. Safety.
After the interception, here's Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
That's another
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Got D-Hop locked
So the
down.
Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our pop. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Damn, it's 9 o'clock.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and
to
go for it here on 4th.
Why,
Fitzpatrick now. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I think it's
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
So a victory here for the...
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of
Miami
victory.
Dolphins.
It's
Huh?
rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position.
He
where going
wanted this,
forward,
okay?
All you think about is let's
He
get 5
asked for
next
this,
time.
okay?
They're going to be on the hunt.
Bro, look at the flutter balls Fitzpatrick was out there throwing, bro. It
So
was
that's a
terrible.
wrap
I
for
had
Charles Davis. I'm Brandon
245
Gaudin. And
passing
this has been
yards
a
with
presentation of the
Fitzpatrick.
NFL on EA Sports. For more,
And
check
he
us
was
out
inaccurate.
at EASports.com.
I had 8 takeaways.
The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Nah. But that should teach people. That should teach people not to talk shit, though. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That nigga say, shut up. What'd he do? He died?